fact over feelings. And the topic of this section is toxic traits. Now, getting into why I say toxic traits, man, we have to understand that if you're around somebody that's toxic, you got to let them go. I did an episode probably like, I remember maybe one of my first episodes that I ever did when I first started, and it was called Toxic Relationships. And it's just explaining how you must keep certain people away from you, because they will drag you down. And I believe in that episode I was like, have you ever tried tasting a little bit of acid? Now, disclaimer, don't nobody try to taste no little bit of acid. That is not what I'm saying. This is disclaimer. Don't no one try to taste no acid, because that is just an example. Point blank period, is a teaspoon or a drop, it's going to do damage to your body. It's going to do damage to you. And that is how some people are in their natural day-to-day life, and you just can't be around that. You cannot allow these type of people to be in your life. Sometimes you got to take a step back and realize who are the people that I'm around and what kind of traits do they exude, and how is that rubbing off on me. I go to a quick little story. I got a family member of mine. I heard some very disturbing news about this family member, and it just makes me bring up this topic, because it's like, when will you understand that you can no longer harbor this lifestyle and succeed in life? Not even just, okay, you succeed in the utmost of whatever it is you're trying to do, but just as being a contributing person to this world in your actions. This family member of mine was with another family member of mine, and they was telling me the story, and it went a little bit like they hadn't spoken in a few months. Don't know why. It was very weird, because they were on a custom of being together at all times, always together, always when they want to, planning each other's days out, always hanging out. It was like, you know, when you got that one cousin, you're always with the cousin all the time. You're always together. If you don't see you with this one person, you just think like you always contribute them two together. All of a sudden, he just disappears. No communication, doesn't talk to him anymore, doesn't communicate. So you would start to think, what's going on? Like, why would this person just magically just disappear in my life without saying anything or speaking anything? That's a toxic trait. That's a toxic trait right there. You don't give me, you come over to my house, you spend time with me, you rock out with me, you are putting all this energy into me, and then you just disappear. Because of whatever the reason you feel like, I don't have to give you an explanation, which is fine. Maybe you didn't have to give an explanation. Maybe a week later or a week past, he's telling me that he ran into this individual. He ran into the other cousin. Seen him, didn't even acknowledge him. Didn't speak to him, gave him like a little head nod, kept it pushing. So you're telling me after we didn't hung out for a couple, like literally almost a year, 2 years of you always being here, rocking out with me every single day, all the time, you disappear on me for 3 months, red flag number one. See me out in public 3 months later, don't even speak to me. See my brother another week later, don't even speak to us, and they live in the same house, red flag number two. And you just don't acknowledge each other? You started wondering like, what's going on? And he started to be like, you know what? I'm glad that you're out of my life, because you don't need that type of person in your life that is going to contribute to it like that. If you're going to be like that, you don't deserve to be in other people's lives and treat them that way, because no one deserves to be treated like that. That is not something that you should be around. Anyone should be around someone just think that they can go and leave as they're pleased and use up your energy whenever they feel. You have to be the guard of your own energy, of your own aura, of your own essence, because people will come in and try to damage yours because they're so damaged in whatever they got going on. They don't particularly care about how you feel, what you're going through, and what they affect with you. So a few days later, same cousin reaches out to the next one saying, hey man, I need your help. I need your help. Blowing his line out, hey, I need your help. I need your help. I need your help. Like it's an emergency. Come to find out the emergency is because he got caught up. You're caught up and you need me to help you get out of being caught up. That's the type of attitude that you have towards me. You don't speak to me. You don't acknowledge me. You don't acknowledge my brother, who's your other cousin. And then you come around just randomly, and the only reason you are contacting me is because you are on the verge of losing your relationship because you're out here being foul. And now you want to drag me into it because of your toxic traits. And I really don't even care if they figured it out and put it together, because I know when I get on here, I try to speak life into people and speak the real truth from what you need to understand. That's why this segment is called Fact Over Feelings. The fact is, you have too many toxic traits that you must change. The fact is, you can't be around certain people that exude these type of traits because it is not helping to your life. You can't allow these people to suck all of your energy out of you and be in your environment, because they will only put you in situations that will deteriorate you, that will drag you down, that will make you into something that you are not trying to be by default. By default, you will fall and get damaged by their toxicity, because that is all they have to bring to the table. Why? It's because some people are just so addicted to their vices, whatever that trait, whatever that is that they have, that keeps them being that way. They're so addicted to it, they will do anything to get that, which is tearing you down in the process, pulling you, stealing all your energy, putting you in bad situations because of their vices. That is not a position that anyone should be in. That is not a position that you should allow yourself to be in, no matter if it's family members, co-workers, best friend, mother, father. You can't let someone else's addiction to their vices, because what does most people, when they're in their addiction, they feel like, you know what? I'm not hurting nobody, but actually you are. I'm not doing nothing, I'm just minding my business. No, you're actually tearing down the people closest to you. And you're just gonna continue to ignore that and continue to do it, because really all that matters is your vice. Your vice is the only thing that matters. So you can't allow these people to just, you have to be very attentive and understanding that you cannot allow these people to come into your life, because they're so entrapped by their vices that they will take you down, and they will put all that on you so you can't grow. Because most times when people are stuck in these type of situations in life, they want you to be right there with them. They don't care about you growing. They ain't trying to hear none of this, hey man, let's get better, let's change our life, let's try to change something. You know what, maybe we shouldn't go out every single night, maybe we shouldn't do this or that. I ain't trying to hear that. I like this life. I like my filth. I love what I got going on right here. Pigs don't smell themselves. They like they filth. They like they slop. They love it. They eat it. They swim around it. They lay in it. It don't bother them one bit. It's toxic. They will lay in their waste. That is toxic. You cannot allow yourself. You can't go there and lay with them. You just gotta love them from a distance. I don't say don't love your people, don't love your fam, don't love whoever the people, because That's why we care so much, because we have such a loving heart for the people that are closest to us. And these people who normally are like this are the people that are the most closest to us. That's why we feel so strongly about whenever they do or be in these types of situations. But we just have to learn to love them from a distance. We have to keep them further away from us to protect yourself, to protect your heart, to protect your livelihood, literally to protect your livelihood, because really you can try taking a teaspoon of acid. That's toxic. Disclaimer, do not do that. I am not advocating that no one don't do that. It's just an example. You know how the internet is nowadays. You just gotta put disclaimers out there. But that's all I got for this section of Fact Over Feeling. Toxic traits. People are like that you would know. They have these traits. Do yourself a favor. Stay far away from them. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe on our YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and wherever you listen to your podcast. I greatly appreciate it.